Those bills you don't pay on time, they could come back to haunt you in your career. It's your money. That's what we're talking about this morning. Of course, bills and credit. 60% of employers are reporting doing credit checks for some or all job candidates. That's according to the Society for Human Resource Management. But could your bad credit cost you a job? Here with what you need to know is career coach and executive career consultant Lori Rosenfield. Nice to see you as always.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I was really surprised when I heard that. So that is okay for companies to do.
It is okay. There are states that have banned this practice. Washington State, Oregon, Hawaii, right here in the tri-state, Connecticut, and California is the most recent one. But here in New York, it is still legal to do.
Wow. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about it. Why do they do the credit checks, first of all?
Well, they think there's some, apparently some correlation between bad credit and job performance. But you know what, Tamsin? There's absolutely no research that shows that correlation. I like to think of Bernie Madoff. Probably had okay credit.
Sure.
That says it all.
A great example, by the way. I mean, you have to say, like, there are different things that happen in someone's life that could cause that, and they could work, you know, 20 hours a day and still have bad credit somehow.
Well, they can. There's been so much going on in the world that's caused people to have bad credit, whether it's the mortgage crisis or being unemployed for 18 months. So you need to be able to talk about your story and what has been going on in your life to explain it. If someone's doing a credit check on you and tells you that they're going to do it, you need to have your story down.
All right, so that's the question. Do they have to tell you before they do a credit check?
Oh, yes. They absolutely
do. Okay.
have to tell you. Just as they have to tell you if they're going to do a drug test, obviously you would know.
Sure.
And reference checks and education verification, they have to tell you before they do any of those checks.
All right, so let's play it out. They do the check, and then they find out you do have bad credit.
Right.
What do you do?
First of all, go and find out what your credit score is. Know what it is, know what it means, and have your story down, like I said before. Be able to explain it, get it over with, don't dwell on it, but really talk about the steps you've put in place to correct it.
Okay, so
and then move on.
It's not hopeless if you have bad credit, but it's like another job. You really have to take care of it.
It's not hopeless, but here really honesty is the best policy. The last thing you want to do is it to be the 11th hour in your job search and the employer finds out you have bad credit. Don't surprise them. It's not going to go away. Let
me ask you this. Should you be upfront about it? I mean, are all the employers looking for that? I mean, how do you go into an interview and say, I really want the job and I have bad credit?
No. Just if you are told that they want to do a credit check, then you need to go get yourself, prepared and know what your credit is before you give them permission to do it.
Okay, reference checks. Let's talk about that. Very common. We know that. What's important to know here?
First of all, some people put their references right on their resume, and I don't suggest that, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You want to take your time. You might want to give different references for different jobs, so this buys you a little time. So you can call your references also and say, I'm up for this job. Hey, they're really looking for this. Could you talk about me, in this vein? And so it gives you a little time to prepare your references.
Kind of tailor it a little bit.
Yes.
All right. Always good to see you. Thank you so much. Always great advice. Well, do you need a resume makeover or help with interviewing, direction finding another job? We want to help you. Log on to pix11.com/morningnews and click on this story that we just did here, where you can email us your career questions, and Lori could help you right here on the Morning News, right?
Great. Yeah.
All right.